I know I'm not going to get connection down there. But you can see how the waves are starting to come in. There's a storm coming in. It should be here any minute. And it's going to be a doozy. Lots and lots of wind and rain. And just finished all my prep with all my animals, doing all their prep. So anyways, so I'm going to be standing up here a little bit higher. And plus, that's where the sunrise usually comes. And I don't even see a hint of pink. So I don't think we're going to get the actual true sunrise. But it's still beautiful. It's, you know, I'm not a big fan of storms because there's so much prep and I always worry about everything that might go wrong. But you have to really, really admire what Mother Nature does because it's pretty crazy. So I'm actually going to get out of the wind here and start talking someplace where there's not quite so much wind. I don't know where, but let's see if I can find a spot. But I'll talk as we walk. So I've been thinking about, you know, goals. Obviously it's January and that's what we think about is goals and resolutions and making changes. And the problem with goals and resolutions is that it's not what you're saying you're going to do. It's what each goal and each thing that you say you're going to do means you're not doing something else, right? There's only so many hours in a day, only so many weeks in a year, and really only so many years in our life. And so for everything that we do, we are making a choice to not do something else. And that's kind of the whole point of priorities, right? What are priorities? Are just making choices about what's the most important thing to you. And so I've been thinking about when you approach this, it's kind of like a sculptor. You know, they get this big chunk of marble. And believe me, I'm not an artist, so I can't do any of these things. But he's looking at that big chunk, but it's not so much what's left at the end. It's the choices he makes about what he takes away that really makes that art. And that's the hard part, is choosing what not to take away, you know, what to take away. So if you're saying, hey, I want to get up and I want to exercise every day and I want to, you know, start an hour of exercise, that means you're taking an hour away from something else. And what is that hour? And so I think as I've been approaching what's important to me in 2024, is I've been trying to think about what are my priorities? What are the things that I'm actually willing to give up? What am I willing to carve away from the big chunk of life marble? It's not easy, and I haven't really figured it out. But it's something I've been pondering and thinking and trying to do. That's actually where I usually sit, right there. So I kind of getting the backdoor view of it today. I sit right there on that little tiny little piece of beach right there. It's cold this morning. The wind is definitely cold. So I don't know. Priorities are hard. And sometimes the priorities force you to make some, I don't know, reflective thoughts about really maybe some of those things, that the priorities that you think you should have aren't really what's best for you. Maybe it's what the world thinks you should do, but what's really good for you. And that's tough. It's a tough thing to think about. Anyways, it's something I've been pondering. Just thought I'd share that I was thinking about, you know, sculpting. You know, what is it that I'm trying to take away so that I can get what's really important, the art underneath the big hunk of marble. Wow. Well, it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm just going to be optimistic about it because honestly I'm a little bit worried because I have to go to DC today and I'm worried about the animals. But I got them all in and I think everybody's going to be okay. So pretty soon we are going to be starting to do, I think probably another week or two. I'll be doing, maybe from starting in February, I'll be doing all of the videos from the sheep pasture, and we'll be waiting for babies. So pretty soon, something's exciting to look for. So I will chat with you guys next Tuesday. I hope you guys have a great week. Be safe today if you're local and you're, oh, here comes the rain. It's starting. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.